Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Design. I am back in my Happy Planner garden journal. I did not do anything in June, and I have this gorgeous June kit. So I thought I would just come back in here and just add a few things. And yeah, so I've been looking at this, and I'm trying to decide if I want to just kind of go with something like this. And I think I will. I may have to clip some of this, but I'm okay with that. So I will save this for another place. I might use that, and I think I'm going to use that. So, all right, let's just play and see how this goes. It has been a beautiful, warm, sunny day here, and I hope you are having a gorgeous day where you are. We have some family that was on an airline trip last night, and oh whoops, no wonder I'm on a weekly. Oh goodness, guys, I am on a monthly. Okay, I was gonna say I'm tired, man. Did I boo-boo that? But I didn't. I was still okay. Anyways, they were on an airplane last night, and bad weather hit, and they had to circle for a while, and they had to go to another airport and get fuel, and then they had to come back. So yeah, it is some crazy weather right now in some places for sure. And so be safe. Please, please, please be safe. So this kit does not exactly, hold on one sec. Uh-oh. Oops, sorry guys. Ugh, I've had to move everything, and so sorry. All right. This kit is not exactly made for this size planner because I switch planner sizes on these. And all I'm going to say is use what you have. Enjoy what you have. You do not have to make it to fit the way you think it should fit. And just enjoy the journey. Seriously. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to enjoy what I have and know that that's a blessing, right? So, and since I don't have another side of this, let me see. What is that looking like? I think, let me see what size this is before I use that other. But, I wonder if I could get two on there. But, and it is not long enough. So I think I'm going to wait on that. But they're fine. They got to where they needed to go last night. At one point, they thought they were going to have to spend the night in another town because they had to go refuel in another town. But they were able, because they were circling so long, they didn't have enough fuel. So they, thank goodness, the airline can't afford to put anybody up in hotels anymore because of, I mean, they're just fighting to, stay in business. And so, yeah. So I just told them, I said, well, a lot of that has to do with, financially, they just can't afford it anymore. And they were like, yeah. So it's all good. It's all good. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe take this one and just go at the top somehow across here. So, but I was shocked. I didn't recognize that it was raining, and evidently it was raining and lightning. And, I kind of said, well, hey, when I was young, we just flew right through that stuff, which was probably not very smart, but I just rode it like you ride a horse or ride a wave. And, I remember I thought it was kind of fun, which is kind of really naive and probably not very polite, but, and my family said, yeah, I wish we'd have just ridden it, just gone on in. But she said, actually, that was really what a lot of people were just wanting them just to go on. And I said, well, they have to do what's right. And just, yeah. So anyways, but you know how that goes. Everybody's got a responsibility. So anyways, but they're fine. They all got there, and everybody was happy. And the babies on the trip were not, and there was a special needs young man in front of them, and he was struggling a little bit, but he did better than most of the babies, so way to go. And but when you go from a 2-hour flight to a 6-hour flight, I don't know many people that would be really happy about that. I think there'd be a lot of people who weren't so happy. So okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm not sure I'm gonna use that yet. So I need to look at the calendar really quickly. So for June, I can't remember what day June 1 was, even though it was, I think it was the 2nd, because that's a family member's birthday, but I have no recollection. It was on a Tuesday, yeah. I said the second day of the week is what I was thinking. Sorry, pardon me. So, so let me see if these will fit. If I change this to a Monday, nope, these are not going to fit, but all I have to do is cut these apart. So I think I can do that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we'll go from there. And I meant the second day, which was the first, which was Tuesday. Sorry, I think in numbers a lot. My dad was a CPA, so I think of days of the week by number. You know, it's just a weird way to think, but yeah. It's how I would memorize things too when I was younger. So anyway, so sorry. Didn't mean to be confusing there. But see how nice it is? You can easily use kits that are not meant for your particular calendar or planner, and it's okay. It works fine. So don't ever fret if you've got one and you think, oh no, it's not going to work. It'll work. You just got to work it out. It's no big deal. Just, you know, be a little creative, and yeah, it makes it fun. I kind of like things like this. I like things that are, you know, not the norm. I know. Shocker. But I do. I like being outside the box. Matter of fact, I was just talking with somebody about when I taught special ed here, you know, in the last day or so, and she was like, you know, why things don't really bother you like they would normal people. I'm like, okay, why? And she said, because you taught special ed, and it was like, I hadn't thought of it that way. What a blessing that was. So that's probably true. I get what she was saying. Whereas some things would bother some people, they just don't bother me that much. Okay, so the first was on Tuesday, which is the second day of the week. And I'm trying to think, where do I want to go? I guess sometimes I just like to change these up too. I think I'm going to go in the bottom corner. I don't know why. Probably not going to play out good at the end, but we are just going to do it. So I'm hoping you guys are getting ready for 4th of July weekend. I shared in another video all the food I'll be cooking, and I got in between, I've been looking for some tiki torches. I've never had tiki torches, but we have like some tabletop ones to help keep the mosquitoes at bay in the evening. So I am super excited. I found those at Walmart, and they were really cheap, and I could do curbside. And then I also found a Bluetooth waterproof speaker that I could put out there so we could listen to, we like to listen to The Message, which is a serious Christian, contemporary Christian channel. And so it should be fun. It should be a nice weekend. And then, of course, I got all the favorite foods, and yeah. And we can actually hear and see some of the fireworks from our place. And if we get up on the toll road where we live, we can see 2 different towns' fireworks. Nothing like living in the country. And being, you know, a lot of small towns close by. But it should be fun, and I think that will be a lot of, you know, just really affordable entertainment. And then next week, I go to the dentist for the first time in almost 2 years. And when I got sick last spring with what we all pretty much think was COVID, it damaged my teeth. And so I've got to go get them looked at. And our dentist has been our dentist for, gosh, I think we determined 28 years, just as long as our son was an infant. And that's when I started going to him. And just a wonderful family. And his wife sent me a message yesterday. I look so forward to seeing you. So sweet. So we've known the staff through the years. A lot of their staff is still their staff after all these years. So it's kind of like, you know, going home for a little bit and having a little bit of a friendship reunion. And yeah, and our dentist is younger than us. And I've shared this before. He's gotten gray. and just a full head of gray. Of course, my husband is completely gray too, but it just, I just always tell my husband, it just shocks me every time I see him because I always think he's so young, and then I walk in and he's got gray hair. He's like, yeah, I know. I mean, he's got kids that, college age kids, and So, but anyways, they're such a sweet, sweet couple, and she's the office manager, and he's the dentist, and I was with them. We just got back from Boston when 9/11 happened. I was literally in the office. We watched the second tower go down on their office television, and so, I stood in there with his wife trying to get a hold of my husband, telling him, don't go to university, stop, because he was in grad school, and he was with my parents, and yeah, so anyways, interesting memories, things that we're all tied together somehow. You know how life is. You just have those times in your life that there are people that will be forever imprinted on your mind, and for years, it was years that we were always back on September 11th because they'd always book us on September 11th. And after a while, I just changed the date. I was like, we have to change this up. I'm sorry. He was just like, yeah. I said, wow, because every time we would get together, we would talk about that day. And it was so heartbreaking for so long. And gosh, I mean, and I will never forget the second year when I went back, all the police officers and sheriffs and deputies stopping in like Austin, San Antonio, in the middle of the highway, taking off their hats, cowboy hats, and putting them over their hearts in a moment of remembrance. And I just remember crying when I saw that how amazing. They would literally stand in the middle of the highway and shut it down for everybody to stop in remembrance of 9/11. And yeah, I remember calling my husband saying, you're not going to believe what I just saw. And he was just like, wow, and I said, yeah, I said, Texas has a lot of faults, but when you remember people like that, there's honor in that, and he said, yeah, definitely. So it's just a sad time, but yet, there's some amazing people that came out of that. So I'm just going across here with these. I don't know why, just because I have them and they're pretty. Why not? I mean, if they'd fit up there, I'd put them up there. So I think I'm going to do the same kind of strip idea that I did at the top. And yeah, I think that'll be pretty. Kind of carry it, below like I did above. Whoops. If I can get it straight. So, but I'm excited to go to the dentist. Excited to see our sweet friends. Just excited to get some things done. It just feels like life has been on hold, for so long. And I'm not complaining. We are very blessed. But it's just been on hold. And I'm ready. I'm ready. But my sister is so sweet when she, talked to me. She's like, this is how you must go out. You can go out, but you must. And I was just like, okay, I promise. You must do this. You must do that. And I was like, I gotcha. So sweet. Even our son and daughter-in-law who have basically, they've been teachers, they've been out, the whole thing, and very respectful, very considerate, knowing what my sister has been through. And they were like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. They're traveling right now. They're in an area that is not, as covered as, everybody would want them to be. And they're one of the at-risk states. And they're going to many states. So I told them, I said, and they were like, yes, ma'am, I will look. We will make sure that we check that out. And I said, thank you. I said, I'm not here to tell you what to do. You guys are smart enough. You're going to figure it out on your own. I'm not here for that. And they were like, yes, ma'am, we'll make sure. And that was my daughter-in-law. And she was being so sweet. And so I said, okay, thank you. I said, I just want you to be safe. That's all I want you to be. And they were like, yeah. And I said, just make sure you wash your hands really good because of all the extra stuff. Okay, that one's done. Yay. Okay, so I have this one too, which I think is so stinking cute. And these are bigger, so I think I'm going to do some of these over here on the sidebar. But how many of you guys are back out? I know so many of you are. I've only gone out to go to doctors or do curbside, so I'm excited to be out and about, so to speak. And yeah, and my sister was going to come visit. I hope she still is. My husband keeps asking me, when's your sister coming? When's your sister coming? And so I think he's ready to see her too. I'm going to just come down the middle with these. I think these are just so pretty. And I'm sure we're going to just sit outside together. And she's trying to get me to get a Mr. fan because it was so hot when we were working on Sunday. She kept sending me pictures. This is what you need. You can make your own. This is how you do it. I was like, thank you. It's so sweet. My husband and I was just telling him, I said, oh, seriously, who's going to worry about things like that? How sweet is that? And he goes, yeah, he goes, it's really sweet. So we are very, very blessed. And we know it. We know it. So, all right. So there's that. I'm going to do that. And I'm just putting them willy-nilly everywhere. And I think I'm going to take some of these and come across this area at the top. I think that will be really pretty, don't you? So, yeah. But we are ready. We are getting our gear on, and I am excited. And I'm making my little list because in about week after next, I think I'm going to be able, Lord willing, to go to the grocery store. And guys, I'm such a Trader Joe fan. It's on my list. I'm so embarrassed to say it's on my list. I can't wait to go to Trader Joe's. I know it's so silly, but it is. I really enjoy Trader Joe's, and I can't wait to go and just, do my shopping myself. Look at everything, because everything has changed so much since all this began, guys. Everything here looks, the grocery stores have rearranged. We have never seen empty grocery shelves, and we now have them. When my husband would go to the store, he would video while he was in there. I'd watch on the phone and we'd talk, and I'd be like, where are the groceries? And he goes, I know. He said, yeah. He said, this is crazy. And I was like, yeah, this is, we remember seeing that in California. We saw, of course, a lot of that in the Boston area when we lived there in 2000. And I told my husband, I said, we've never, and he said, I know, we've never seen it here. And we've just been spoiled, seriously. So anyways, but I'm sure there will be some very unusual realizations as I go out and about, and things will have changed. And I keep telling my husband, we're not in the same place anymore. It's different now. It's not going to be the same anymore. It's going to be different, because he's like, oh, we just need to get back to you. And I keep telling him, it's not going to be the same anymore, and that's okay. We just have to move forward. So anyways, but okay, that turned out stinking cute. Yes, thank you, Dawn. And Dawn is the D of DEK, so I so appreciate it. I think I'm going to come here and put one of these little cuties, and then I think I'm done. So whatever's left, I'll save for one of my other journals or just my journaling. And I used pretty much, almost all of it. I think I did pretty good. So, all right, friends, tell me what you think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you like to take kits that weren't meant for the size of your planner and make them work out? I kind of like the challenge. It's always fun to me, especially in my Hobonichi, where everybody's like, oh, that's not a Hobonichi. And I'm like, I know, but make it work. It works. So, all right, I think you guys can about see it all. There we go. Sort of, kind of. Okay. That's the best as we're going to do. All right, friends, if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell right next to it. It'll tell you every time a new video comes up. And leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you think. And I will be talking to y'all soon. I pray your day is blessed, creative, and lovely. And yeah, y'all take care. Be safe. Love y'all. Bye-bye.